Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Malou Mukari for those of you who are new here, and to all my returning subscribers, welcome back. And thank you so much for your continued support. If you are new here, I hope that you will find the space comforting, I hope that you will find it safe, and I hope that you will stay. So in today's video, I just want to talk about a sensitive topic, a topic that is deeply personal. And it's just, I just want to share my fertility journey with you guys. I'm sharing this not out of like pity or anything, but more of trying to raise awareness. We live in a world where we are not supposed to talk about these things. We're not supposed to talk about periods. We are not supposed to talk about period pains. We're not supposed to talk about baby loss. We're not supposed to talk about our journeys with infertility. But these are issues that are impacting our daily lives. These are issues that are impacting our families, our relationships, and I just hope we can get to the other side of the bridge where we are able to talk about these, these topics, as uncomfortable as they are, because your story, my story, can give someone out the hope. It can give someone the reassurance that they are not alone, and that they don't have to walk this journey alone. I just hope that we can get to a point where we have these conversations so that we can challenge, societal pressures and societal stigmas surrounding infertility, surrounding baby loss, surrounding chronic illness. Just get to a point where we are able to talk about these freely without being judged, without feeling some type of way. One thing about me talking about my journey with endometriosis has really assisted me. It has been a form of therapy, especially starting this YouTube channel has really been a form of therapy for me. And I remember a lot of people, especially like my family members, when I started, they kept on asking, why am I doing this? But literally this is a form of therapy for me, and knowing that my story can help one person is something that I'm truly grateful for. And I always live up to motto, my youth group, my former youth group. I don't know if I'm still a youth. But my former youth group, the Lutheran Church, that says, "Here, my Lord, please send me." And if God has given you the platform, please use your platforms to talk to others and just to encourage others. So if you're new here, I live with a chronic condition called endometriosis, and endometriosis is one of the leading causes of infertility in our community. And not everyone that has endometriosis struggles to conceive. I just want to put it out there, but it does become a challenge for others. In my case, it was a challenge, and it's still a challenge. It was a challenge before my son. It was a challenge even after my son. So yeah, I just want to share my journey, how it has been. Guningi guys, guningi. Guningi. Firstly, I just want to talk about mental health, because October is Mental Health Awareness Month. Infertility, dealing with endometriosis and infertility. Guys, I was never ready. I was never ready. Firstly, the mental toll it takes on you. I literally feel there are days where I just don't want to face the world. There are days where I just feel like, listen, I want to take my bags and be out of here. I don't want to deal anymore. I don't want to deal anymore. I just don't want to deal. Let me go to some island where no one knows me, where I am just going to be isolated and live alone, and I don't have to deal. There are days where you question yourself so much, and there are questions, and you're not finding the answers, and you know what that can do for your mental state. Just pregnancy announcements, guys, from people that you know, from people that you don't even know, like literally strangers on the internet, and you just like watch their videos. There are times where I watch people's videos just showing like their baby reveal or gender reveals or their pregnancy announcements, and it feels like I get lost in that video, because I'll be watching that video and in that moment I'm asking myself so many questions, like, how do they do it? Like, how do they do it? You know, I'm always so fascinated when I see somebody who's got like more than 2 kids. Like, oh my gosh, like how did they get there? I remember having a conversation with my husband, and I was just telling him, like, yo, you know, some people get married and then within like 2 months they are pregnant. And I remember him saying to me, but remember, they are not, you know, there are people out there that are not dealing with, you know, what we are dealing with. So it plays such a trick on your mind that you're asking yourself questions that you know you won't be able to answer. You start questioning so many things, and there's absolutely no way that I'll be able to answer those things. But it does take a huge mental toll on you. And even, I'm not saying like, especially at the pregnancy announcements and reveals, especially for like your friends and family, I'm not saying, it's not a matter of being jealous, but it's a matter of just, like, it doesn't click at times. It takes a while, you know, for it to click. Like, it takes a while to like register out, oh, okay, this is happening, you know, another pregnancy, another, and it's not even in a bad way. And I want people to get that. It's not in a bad way. It's just, it's so, like, it really plays mind tricks on you, this journey, you know, to a point where you actually feel like you are crazy, because as I said, you're asking yourself so many questions and you're not finding answers. But also just knowing that this journey is literally stealing and taking away from you something that you want to experience with your partner. You literally grieve the years that you lose. You grieve the months that you lose. Every period, every time your period comes, it's like, oh, let me take a moment, because that's another egg gone. That's another egg gone. But it takes such a mental toll, and you need to just get to a point where you're mentally strong to accept that this is your journey, and to accept that, okay, there isn't much that I can do about it, but just to wait and hope on the Lord, and hope that one day He will also hear me, just as He heard Hannah in the Bible when she went and prayed for a baby. Next up is the financial strain that infertility has and takes from you, from your pocket, from your wallet. Oh, it's expensive. Guys, it is so expensive. Doctor's appointments, and now you're at a point where you have to see a specialist. Specialists do not come cheap. Specialists in most cases don't take medical aid. You need to pay up front before you can proceed with them. So that just also takes a huge knock in your pocket. The food, the diet that you have to follow, the diet that you have to follow in order to make sure that you have quality eggs. Literally, I'm here, guys, I'm here. But the diet that you need to follow in order to have quality eggs, the diet that you need to follow, in my case, it's a matter of I need to follow a specific diet so that I don't trigger inflammation. I don't trigger the endometriosis because I don't want to be dealing with endometriosis flare-ups. But the diet that you have to eat in order to make sure that you're healthy. Yes, guys, eat healthy, I understand. But there are days where I just feel like, just patlo, as they say in Pretoria. There are days where I just feel like, just patlo or just order without feeling guilty. But the guilt that comes with that, the guilt that comes with just having a McFlurry, a cheeseburger, really? I can't, guys. Like, I can't. It drives me insane. But the diet, I have to, like, eating a specific diet just so you're taking care of, obviously, your eggs, your ovaries, is expensive. The supplements that you also have to take, child, those supplements don't come cheap. No, they don't. They don't come cheap. So the financial strain that also comes with dealing with infertility and the different doctors that you will go to, the different specialist opinions that you will seek, exhausting, mentally draining, financially draining. You know, there are times where I feel like I'm losing some of the best days of my life because all I'm thinking about is, obviously I want to be healthy, I want to be well, but also I want kids, I want to grow my family. And yeah, like endometriosis has made it so difficult. It has robbed me of that. I don't even know how to explain. Like I don't have the words. I honestly don't have the words, but it has been such a heartbreaking and overwhelming journey. A journey that is filled with tears. It's a journey that is filled with so many questions. It's a journey that's filled with guilt. Because sometimes you ask yourself, or had I known, you know, had I discovered this earlier? But for people who don't even know what is wrong, but they have infertility, then what is the issue? In my case, I know that my infertility is caused by endometriosis, but there are other people who just don't know. You just don't know what is causing the infertility. When it comes to finances, it's the different treatment options that are presented to you. IVF, IUIs. Guys, you know, it's so, guys, those things don't come cheap, hey? In my case, when I think about endometriosis and IVF and what I have read, that in most cases, it does not even take because of endometriosis. So I'm going to spend all this money and it doesn't take. Will I not end up going crazy? I feel like I'm so young for this. I honestly feel like, nah, guys. Hi, angikho mdala for these things. I swear, I'm not old for these. Like these type of problems, too young for them. I am too young for them. Yeah. So it has really been a challenging, a difficult, painful, tearful journey. It has been overwhelming. It has been humbling. One thing that this journey has taught me is that I am, number one, a warrior, because I live with a kick-ass chronic condition that is literally eating up at my organs, but I still show up. Okay. But also, it has taught me to just be resilient. It has taught me to fight. Guys, I've been fighting. I'm so tired of fighting. I'm so tired of fighting, but we'll get there someday. We'll win one day. It has taught me that some things are just not in my control. Some things are just beyond me. It taught me so much to trust God and just to rely on God. Even on days where I feel like you're a big guy, but you are letting me down. But I am at a point where I'm just like, your will and only your will, God. It has literally shaken me to the core. It has shaken my spiritual life. It has shaken my mental aspect, my emotional well-being. I have empathy. I know and I understand when we say I empathize with someone, because this journey has literally taught me to have empathy, and it has taught me to listen and to just be there for others, even if I don't have anything to say back to others, but just to let them know that I'm here and I'm listening and they are not alone. Shaky, guys, and it's still shaking me, but I'm standing. My favorite song, the song keeps me going. This journey has taught me to never lose hope, ever. And it has taught me to be kind to myself, that even on my hardest days, I need to be kind to myself and I need to put myself first so that I'm able to be kind and empathetic and to put others, and just be able to help others, because I'm able to then pour from a full cup. And I just want to say to everybody that is going through infertility, everybody that's dealing with a chronic condition, firstly, and I always say this, you're not alone. You do not have to be ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not your fault. I just want to encourage you guys today and just let you know that there will be sunshine at the end of the tunnel and that while we are in the tunnel, we need to find God. One thing I know for sure, Mama O's book, we're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. And I know that the road ahead is uncertain. But one thing I'm certain about, one thing I'm 100% sure of is God. No matter how tough it is at the moment, I do believe that there is light, there's sunshine, and there's definitely sunflowers at the end of this tunnel. And I know that there is definitely a beautiful angel rainbow baby waiting for all of us at the end of this tunnel. And that we just have to hold on to hope. We just have to don't give up. But yeah, no matter how tough this journey is, I just want you to hold on to hope. I'm definitely holding on to hope. You know that scripture, that lady held on Jesus' garment, and literally just a piece of the garment, but the power of that touch literally made Jesus stop and be like, who touched me? I'm literally hanging on to that. Like, I'm hanging on to that piece of garment, saying that I know you're going to do it. I know it's going to be sunflowers. I know I'm going to get sunflowers. I know I'm going to get my rainbow baby. I know it. It's difficult. The wait is difficult. The wait is painful, but I know it's going to happen. We are all in this together, and you don't have to journey alone. You don't have to be ashamed of this. It's not your fault. Please do not blame yourself. Do not blame your spouse. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. You know, we're in this together, and yeah, I just hope that this video can motivate someone, can help someone, can help couples. I hope that it will touch your hearts. I hope if you're the nosy one, you'll stop being nosy, but just offer support and love and patience for your loved ones who are going through infertility. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.